Hello? All right, that's better. All right, can't do that. Whatever. Alrighty, so I'll have to figure out my sound issues with this DJI mic setup later. I'm going to be here mostly at the desk tonight anyway, cleaning things up. All right, I'm testing like on my phone, so I'm hearing myself. Okay, so welcome to my hands. I got a new welder. So this is another Facebook find. Found this welder on Facebook Marketplace for $1,150. It is the Miller XMT 304 CC/CV. So constant current, constant voltage. Is what that stands for. I learned that earlier today. But this thing is pretty nice. Let me just get it in frame here a little bit, kind of, sort of. It's a little bit upside down for everything. Sorry about that. But I'll be putting it up here in a second. So, but this thing probably weighs, it's got to be north of 60 pounds. I was listening to another video about these units. They're like 70, 80 pounds or something like that, is one guy saying. So, but yeah, pretty heavy unit, and I'm gonna clean it inside and out. Just get the dust off of it, light clean, and then shine it up or get some of the goo and stuff off of it, and it'll get shiny. It'll be shinier than a booty at a Diddy party. Okay, that was. Anyways, so this one welds very nicely. So what I need for this, there's going to be like other projects that have to get done here in the garage. This is my garage. So, I mean, from what you guys can, a little bit of it you can see. But I do have to get a lot of work done to get this up and running. Turn on the overhead lights for the garage. But do have to get a lot of stuff done to get this machine up and running here in the garage. It can take single phase or three-phase wiring. This was already wired for. Let me get rid of the upside downness here. I kind of got an area marked off so I know where to keep everything. So y'all can kind of see that with the blue tape. I'll have a better thing for that here in a little bit. But this can take three-phase wiring, so that means 2 hots, a neutral, and a ground. That's your 6-3 cable, or your whatever /2 cable. So this is probably 6 gauge or something like that. So I got to get the head off of this, replace it with a head for a 50 amp, and get that all wired up. I know kind of what I'm doing when it comes to this type of stuff. I know it's it's not good to have water around electrical, but we need to clean this thing off. So we'll be getting some dust off of this, but it won't be anything serious. It'll be light in terms of what I got to do with the water. So we'll put that underneath here for now. This desk as well is also a Facebook find, and really a Facebook Marketplace find, and I'm really impressed with it. Loving it so far. It has an overhead light, has some other things, but it's the Uline packing table. I have a video about it on my YouTube channel, Tree Star Systems. Go ahead and check it out. So one other thing I did want to show, this is kind of a taste of what to expect moving forward while I do this. For me, this is a side business, hobby, and also a means to an end with some other things. But I'm mainly a systems and software engineer by day. I work for larger auto manufacturers, or I have worked for auto manufacturers, burger joints, some of your well-known names, or not McDonald's or anything, but a burger joint before, and also state government. So I've done quite a bit in terms of computer systems or computer science. But I can build little things like this. This is so that I can hook this up to a trailer And you guys seen me work on this one trailer, grinding it out and cutting it up and things like that. But this business that I'm kind of starting is just refurbishing old trailers. See some stuff on YouTube, thought it was cool. Also wanted to buy my own trailers. So, but the thing is, spending $5,000, $10,000 for a trailer that you want, where you can get a lot cheaper trailer like a gooseneck. I got a 32-foot gooseneck trailer for $28. Again, off on Facebook Marketplace. The trailer that you guys see me working on before in previous streams, previous videos, that is one that I got from my lawn guy. So I bought that from him, and that was the first one. And I just see problems with it, and I'm like, I think I could fix that. And now, in some cases, I know I can fix it. So, but one of the things is fixing electrical is the biggest common problem. And this right here, I can hook up your 7-prong trailer wire, and eventually I will write code that will go onto this Raspberry Pi mini computer, control these relays here, and then turn on all the lights, pretty much supply each one of those prongs that you saw earlier with 12-volt power. It'll use this battery here, and then of course I can have this solar panel charged or what have you. I have a charging port here, and again, I custom built all of this, put the handle on there, put the feet and everything on the bottom of that. So this is the first one, prototype here. It's even got a little fan and all that other stuff too. But this is kind of what you'll expect to see eventually as you go along. In the bottom right-hand corner of the screen is where I have some of the things that I do when it comes to pricing out these trailers and buying them, and working with my deals and seeing how much quote unquote money I could possibly make off of something. But really keeping track of how much things cost. But what we'll be doing mainly is watching YouTube. So yeah, so we'll be watching YouTube in that screen. I'll take it down when I need to switch certain things and things like that. So, but we have this unit that we want to put together. So let's put this bad boy away. It's kind of late for me, late for you. So I won't be doing this for too long tonight. I do have a day job, so I'll work on this another day. My day job takes a lot of my time, and I want to make sure that I devote time to myself, my hobbies, and the enrichment of my life. Okay. So sometimes that means, all right, let's see if I can get, I don't want you guys to see the blue tape. I want you to see what's in the blue tape. I use this Ecamm software, which is really nice, and it would allow me to tilt this as needed. All right, we'll get this camera dialed in at some point in time. But I want to make sure that I keep track of what you guys can see and make sure that you're not missing anything. I'll get that right. I don't necessarily need it. I got some dots here. So, all right. So this unit is freaking huge. As I talked about, and heavy. I'll be using some good old glue gun here. I won't be using too much. Like I won't be spraying it like directly into the machine. I'll be taking the case apart, and then the only thing that'll be going on the inside of this machine in terms of cleaning it will be just air. So I'll have to. Hopefully my compressor works. I haven't used it in a while. All right, so put that over there. Forgot to bring some gloves or some plastic gloves, but I got some regulars. That'll work. Okay. Oh gosh, this thing is dusty and I'm about to sneeze. Bless me. All right, cool. So, all right. I have no way of looking at chat. That's something else I got to set up. I've done some test streams in the past. Audio has been the biggest problem, bane of my existence. I thought I had it worked out. That DJI mic worked well in the past for like a previous setup, but I don't know. I think I have to like have it connected when I start the app and everything else. This won't be like a full restoration video like you see on, YouTube channels where, the guy goes in and does a whole bunch of stuff and takes the whole thing apart and restores it back to like factory. This will just be outside cleaning, getting it looking a little bit better. I'm just trying to get it off of this tray here, this rolling cart, because it is pretty dang heavy. And it'll probably take up most, yeah, it should take up most of this area, but we'll try and work with it until I can get better angles in here. Let's put the towel down here. I haven't really decided if I want to do like explanations or just say screw it. Watch me work. All right. All right, so let me get the air compressor. All right. I don't have the nozzle for my air compressor, so this will be a part one. Part two, I'll actually blow the thing out, I guess. All right, I kind of wanted to capture this on video and kind of go over the unit and see what I got in here. So let's lift this sucker up. That's not going to work. That is a shitty view. Okay. Bear with me. Let's see here. Okay. All right, we're going to figure this out. Maybe here. Hi, my name is Michael. All right, so figure this thing out here. You can't rotate it too much. If I put it underneath there, that is one nice thing. The camera is magnetic. Okay, so I already got myself dirty. All right, let's minimize some of these screens here. All right, cool. We'll just get that in the top area. Okay, I think this will have to do for now because there's no other way with this big ass machine. So we're gonna take this sucker apart. Oh, wait. It's not any better. Everything is awesome. Okay. Cool. We'll get rid of this for now. Screen share. All right, cool. So we don't need to watch any videos for now, but eventually I do want to like, not reaction videos, but videos where I just go over this stuff and you can watch me learn. We both learn. Okay, so I don't know which one connects it to the unit. So for the handle, so I'll just take it apart. Check out most of these earlier today and then stop myself. I said I should film this. Screws are pretty much all the same. So I don't need to keep track of the external screws. Eventually I'll have it to where I can see the chat. I gotta do stuff to like put myself out there a little bit more. Okay. But this is all an experiment to see how things go, and we get better with each iteration. All right. Which one is it? Strip that screw. Keep going there. Okay, I think it's these. Yeah, sweet. So that'll get it off. So I just got into welding. I got, I wouldn't say fell for, but bought one of those Arc Captain units. It's a TIG 200P, I believe. It does TIG and stick welding. But I always knew that I'm going to have to get a more professional, bigger unit for me to do the things that I needed to do or want to do. And also, I also didn't know what those things were. So talking with people locally, very nice people around here where I live, and they very welcoming, right? So they were like, yeah, one guy I traded computer services for, the other guy, he just didn't want anything. He's like, hey, if you want, it should come back, but I want to make sure it has a good environment. But I got this from Mark, and he got a bigger unit, which is pretty cool. And I was actually looking at the unit that he got. For me, they're around the same price, but he had this originally at $1,150, and then he said, hey, if you come down, serious about buying it, I'll let it go for $900. Deal. So went down there, burned a couple rods in terms of like laying some beads down, and it was freaking beautiful. It was butter. It was just so much easier, especially, the Arc Captain, I believe there's, the unit can work and it can do whatever it needs to, but it's a toy in comparison to some of these other units, of course, right? And a lot of times with these Arc Captains, or a lot of times with these units, you need the proper power, and I can't do a proper test of it without proper power. So that's on me. It's not so much the Arc Captain's quote unquote fault. All right, let's get the shroud off of here. This one has been, I don't have the power, so it's been de-energized for 12 hours now. So, but you still have to worry about these things holding the charge because they have large capacitors in them, and these capacitors will hold charge for quite a bit of time. I don't know how long. I watched a couple videos, and the guy was like, just make sure it's de-energized. So I've had the on switch on for hours today, so it should be de-energized already. All right, so, oh, wow, what the fuck is that? Holy shit. Okay. I don't know actually first. All right. So we got like a mound here. Got like a freaking ant mound. Okay, I want to take a picture of this shit. I mean, it's nothing to like die over per se, but I forgot what they call it. There's these bugs that do that. So he's probably had this sitting for a little while. Um, but it's pretty clean besides that on the inside of the machine. So I'm actually happy about that. I'm just taking some pictures here before I touch anything. Like the control board on this side is nice. In fact, let's try something. I can source camera, iPhone camera. Sweet. So I can get these dynamic camera angles here. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. All right. I have somebody like watching and like scrutinizing me, and she judges me. She judges me so harshly. So hopefully this will impress her. I'm just playing. But she's gonna give me pointers on what to do and not to do, or any ways I can make improvements. But this is pretty cool. These are the large capacitors that I was talking about right here. These blue things. There's like it's like two of them. Yeah, two of them there. I won't touch any of that. I think this is the computer board or the board one. I won't be getting crazy with this either. I'll do what I can tonight to wipe this stuff down. I'm gonna get that mound out and get that off the board because that can just be a point of overheating, and then see if there's any other nests in here as well. But this is the front of the unit. I took off the grills already, so I got two of those. Let's see here. There's two grills here. So I believe this one was on the back. I think this is the front one, and then this one was on the back. So I got to bend this back in place and get that looking better. But that'll be a part of this whole restoration process. And of course, it's not, the grill is over this piece, of course, so I got to blow all this out. Okay. All right, I'm going to disconnect here. Change my camera source back. Yeah, cool. That was a good experiment. Okay. So I kind of want to really kind of inspect the system itself, see what I can get off of here, and go from there. So with this, I do have some new picks. Some other tools, so let's break those out. All right, so shit. Okay. Look at that, man. That is. I forgot what bugs. I mean, I have them all over my house too. So this is like nothing, quote unquote, new, I guess. Throw this crap out. Okay, so something like this. I guess this video I'll just do the inspection and then get a list of stuff that I'll have to do for the next video. Just check the connectors here. Or just look at the connector. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just like looking around. See if there's anything else. Oh man, that's not a good spot for that. So there's like another mound. Damn. There's another mound under here, under this board. That's not good. So we found those. I do want to find some place where I can service this professionally or get this service professionally. But from what I'm hearing, one of the guys that's local who's like helped me out, he said that they take theirs down to uh, St. Augustine, Florida. So that's about two and a half hours, or 2.5, 3 hours from me. Okay. All right. Oh, that just came off. Why did that just come off? What's that? So this front cover just came off and didn't stay on like it usually does. I'm trying to figure out why it didn't do that. Maybe something I took off earlier. That's weird. I guess it pivots on. Oh, okay. So it has some holes right here. So this is the front. Oh no, they both have it. But either one of these grills, they pivot on this. I'm like, why did it just come off like that? Because it wasn't doing that earlier. So that's fine. Put that to the side. Could really start wiping this thing down. The only thing I worry about, like I want to hit this with a brush, maybe like a soft toothbrush or something like that. And then also like really hit it with air, see if I can get it off that way before I do anything abrasive of any sort. You don't want to like ruin your new to you machine. So this guy got it used. I think he traded it for something else, and then now I have it. So that's one thing that's kind of cool about tools is that I was talking about this last night, but it's one thing that's cool about tools. You can like pass them down pretty much. So that's pretty cool. Okay. All right. So the capacitor. Okay. That capacitor. I need some type of prongs or something. Well, I could use this thing here. Just bought this set. Comes with a chisel, which is nice. I guess I could use that too. But I need something a little bit long that I can pinch that. Okay. All right. Got that off. See if I can get that out easily from the other side. I'm not going to do as much as I thought I was going to do on this video or in this stream. Oh, shit. All right. Just slid it around with the towel. All right, so let me. Where is it? It's like playing a game of Operation. Oh man, this thing's got like still got the pods in it for the bugs. It's disgusting. Not really. It's nature. Cool. Right. Oh. I had such bad aim, I just threw it and hit my damn truck. That was dumb. Damn. An idiot. Okay, so toothbrush. And what is that? All right, so we'll just put it back in place. Actually, I'll just swivel it with a towel. We'll dismantle this plug because we do need to get that separated. Sorry for the background noise of the train. That is what my town is known for. Haven't always lived here, but definitely got to get used to it, or had to get used to it. And it sucks. There's like some people that live right in front of the train tracks. I mean, you get used to it, as I said, but not something I would like to hear every day and night, or that close, I should say. Okay, so this plug is pretty corroded, so it's a good thing we're going to change it out anyway. So this is the kind of stuff I want to do to, I guess, improve the longevity and functionality of this system. I almost wish I had the toothbrush because I really want to clean this now. I'll probably do it off stream or something, but yeah, so stuff like this. I'm going to get a replacement plug probably tomorrow from the electrical supply store, along with the cable that I need. I'm going to need about 85 foot of cable to reach over here from my electrical panel. So that's going to cost me about, I think just the cable alone is going to be $340 or something like that. So it is 6 gauge, single phase. So that's going to be 2 hots and a ground. And 2 hots and a ground, and it'll be MC, so it'll have metal cladding around it. It'll be pretty much like this stuff here. So it'll be pretty much like this stuff here. This is 10-3 cable. Haven't used it or haven't needed to use it, but this is for 30 amp circuits. So I need one for a 50 amp circuit that's going to actually take that amperage that distance. Under 100 feet, not a big deal. But after 100 feet, my electrician was like, yeah, that's when you want to start worrying about, going up to another gauge. But I don't have that. And it's going to have that metal cladding around it. So, but let's take this apart. What we'll do with this is just snip it off because I don't need those corroded ends. Okay, get rid of that. Pretty much dump this. Yeah, just dump this. I don't need none of that. This unit is pretty cool because you can do a lot of different welding types. I don't know all the welding types, benefits, and things like that. But some of these, so I have scratch start TIG. Oh, hold on. Let's just do it like this. Camera. And then I'll choose, where's my iPhone camera? Oh, I guess because my phone's not unlocked. Okay. I guess it doesn't let me do it now. Or maybe, yeah. Guess it only did it that one time. I gotta make my phone accessible or something like that. Ugh. As I use this more, just like anything else, I'll get better at it. So, bench table saw. Darn it. Okay, well, can't use that camera. Let's try it one more time, see if it works. No. Yeah, one time use only, I guess. But this has scratch start TIG, lift arc TIG, MIG, pulsed MIG, CC, so that's constant current. I guess you can control it with the pedal. Stick, which is what I'm going to be using it for, and V-Sense feeder. This one, I can actually get the wire feeder unit separate and then power the wire feeder unit, and I hook up an actual MIG gun to have to do MIG welding. I'm not really, it wasn't, I wanted MIG welding the first time, but I'm glad that I didn't get a MIG welder and I got a stick welder, because stick, to me, it just seems so much simpler. Don't have to worry about gas and gas levels, but for what I do, it should be good enough. And then also is good for dirtier environments. So dirty environments, dirtier metals, things like that. Speaking of that, I forgot to wear my respirator, but it's probably not going to be the easiest to talk to you guys with this. So I'll worry about it next time once I have once I have to blow this sucker out. All right, so I won't be using water or using much water, but yeah, let's wipe this thing down a little bit. We'll only get the outside. I do it very lightly. Oh, I want to get. Clean this up a little bit. I'm definitely one of those people that try to clean as they go. I will not wipe down the inside. Let's get this cable wiped off. Then we can get the cover wiped off too. Actually, these cables. Okay, not too much there. This here, let's clean up these tools. One thing I've learned about like streaming is if you got something, watch everything through the camera. If you can't see it through the camera, they can't see it through the camera. Obvious, but it is something I learned the hard way. I'm not watching the chat as I said before, but if there's anyone watching, but oh no, there's only one person watching, and thank you for that. It's probably my phone. But leave a comment on YouTube. That's where I spend a lot of time. Nice. I mean, to be very honest, like, for as old as this machine is, I think they came out circa 2018 for this unit. Um, Probably can see a manufacturer date in here, but I think they came out. Let's see, tempering, use 208. Okay, it doesn't have a manufacturer date on here. At least not where I can see it. It's probably on some sticker inside. But I think from the research that I did on this unit, looking it up, there's there's YouTube channels like Western, I think it's like Western Welding Academy, and they use these units inside for all their students. So I was happy with that when I saw that, and then I saw some of the features that it could do, and then I was ready to buy it, but then I knew it was a good buy once I tested it this morning. Um, when I went and got it, I was like, oh yeah. This burns 3/32, no problem, of course. That's like the least, but it burns the 1/8 rod that I've been having problems with. My my arc captain take 200p on 120 volt circuit or 20 amp circuit really, but a 120 volt connection has a problem going through. Has a problem even with 3/32. But it's understandable, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like it's I got the wrong. I don't have enough juice. Pretty much, don't have enough juice. Speaking of watching through the cameras, let's see here. Yeah, didn't have enough juice. Keep that switch off. I don't need this thing to be spotless. But the shop that it came out of, that guy had like he had a bit like, he had a lot of stuff in there. But his shop was pretty clean. Like I've seen shops, you could tell it's been used and everything. It's men. It's not like it's, gonna be spotless floors and stuff like that. But it was a nice looking shop. Like in terms of organized, everything to the wall. Nothing just like from what I saw, the area that I was in, it wasn't like piled up. Stuff was like piled up like crazy, so that was cool. So even me seeing those little bug nests, minimal stuff, those bugs get in, and there's only so much you can do. And he's probably had this machine sitting to the side for a while, but uses it, or I used it, and it worked great. Mm. I gotta see about that connector with this remote here. I wouldn't mind getting some of these parts, like the remote and stuff, or some of these other pieces. Oh yeah, that's dirty or rusted a little bit. Fan's not blocked up or anything like that. The dust inside of it is minimal. I mean, I won't get it all out or anything because one, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just doing a cursory cleaning, surface level stuff only. And two, I'd like to get it to a service place, or find a service place that will take these machines, work on them, stuff like that. I see a little bit of gunk on this thing here. Let's see if I think it's gunk, I'm not sure, but this connector has like maybe something in it. Yeah. Yeah, it has like a little bit of rust in there. I gotta bring a vacuum out here too. Well, I got a vacuum, but I gotta bring a vacuum just for this. So this remote port, I might need to take that out. It has a lot of like dirt and stuff in there. It's too heavy to turn around, so sorry about that. And I don't want to move it too much, especially while it's like this. It's heavy. Heavy. All right, so I think that's good in terms of just getting the outside clean on this piece. And then the other piece, we can go a little bit harder. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh yeah, it's all in there. That's not going to be good for the connector. I don't want to make any connections to it. Oh, all right. That remote port is important because it's kind of helps you with the wire feed, I believe. Wire feed or foot pedals. I think I have a vacuum in here. I have a big vacuum, but I should have my smaller one in here too. Just organize this place. No. Nope. A small air compressor. Anyways, I'll get that later. I'll get the small bits now. The dust that comes off of this stuff, especially when you're dealing with metal, paint, and all that stuff, can cause a serious headache. Like it's caused me a serious headache this past weekend and before. This past weekend I didn't really blow anything. I was doing some welding, and that did not make me feel good going into Monday. So I had to take a day off. Which my job is cool about that. I took a half day really. Getting dust back all over this stuff. Oh. Yeah, that's dirty. That's dirty. I mean, I've seen machines that are worse, man. Like this is actually really pristine condition for the number of years that he's talked about that it's been out, or if you consider the number of years and then it's been with two different owners, this is a clean freaking machine, man. That guy took really good care of this thing. I'd love to put filters on these things, but that would probably reduce airflow, or definitely reduce airflow. Where's that coming from? Is it just always these grills? I got this new hammer set, so let's kind of see if we can, but it's nothing intricate. Got this new set of hammers here, kind of see them here, but nothing super intricate, so I may not be able to get what I want done exactly. Watch where we put our hands. Do not touch the inside of the machine. Oh. Guess it's doing the auto tracking. Cool. I'm the type of person that's not afraid to take things apart, within reason. I do try to respect my own intellectual boundaries, competency boundaries. So, but some boundaries are made to be tested or should be tested. It's a little bit better. Still got the bend right there. No, it's right here. Okay. See, I ain't bending that with my hands. It is better though. All right, so we can get a chisel. We can hit just that piece. I think we'll be good. Need something heavy. Oh, that's better. That is a little bit straighter. Just gonna get this edge there. Use the mallet so we don't mar the surface too much or scratch up the surface too much. Use pliers to negate the scratching that I was trying not to do. Okay. Forget what the hell I was trying to do earlier. Yeah. Good as new. Piece of wood will help this. The reason they use the wood is just to hopefully transfer the force over a wider area, and using something that is straight. Just doing this tabletop is freaking phenomenal. This is the Uline packing station desk or something like that. Again, have another video on my YouTube about it. It has the name of it. This has the maple wood top. Freaking amazing. Just awesome. Got this for $350. It retails, I think, starting at $900, something like that. It's like either $7.99 or $8.99, something like that. But it ain't cheap. And the desk itself is like really solid construction, very heavy, can hold a lot of weight, which is why it is so not just well built, but the materials used. Okay, so we got to get this point down here in the middle. That kind of want to use the chisel for. Yeah, it's a little bit better. I don't know how I can get these fins, like this fin straight here. It's this piece. Looks like. Kind of looks like it. It's good enough. I mean, airflow is going to be the same. All right, I'm good with this. Good with that. This one is perfectly fine. Could resell that one. Okay. Let's put our tools away. I'm just trying to get this in here. I'm definitely one of those people that tries to clean up as I go and then still clean up after the fact once I'm completely done. Okay. All right, so I think this unit is good as it's gonna get on the outside panels or on these panels here. So I'm gonna have to keep this open and then get my blower working, my air compressor going. I just gotta get the nozzle for it. It's in my other building. Get the air compressor for it, blow it out, wipe it down again, do a dry wipe next time, and then see if I can get this bit of gunk off of here, man. Guess show it a little bit closer. But essentially, all this right here is from a bug making a nest. I forgot what they call those bugs. I've seen it before. The craziest bug I've seen around here is a robber fly. That thing is crazy. It like eats other flies. It's freaking. It looks like a freaking alien. It just looks like a straight up freaking alien. Like it does not belong on this fucking planet. I don't want to hit this with. Well, I guess I can hit it with this brush. Oh, that brush. This brush is working. It's a little bit too wide, but it's also. I'm not going to hit it with a pick or nothing. I want to hit it with a proper toothbrush. Do I have any toothbrush? I don't have like regular toothbrushes. My dogs are going off at something. I like to scrape that off of. If I use this chisel. Mm-hmm. Okay, so with this, what I can do, or with that done, now I can blow it off. Oh, I do see some kind of, I guess, rust forming, not oxidation per se. Like that. Okay. So I won't get like the individual wires and cleaning off like, which one is it? Yeah, this, like cleaning off that dirt. Like I'm not trying to get that clean. I just want to kind of, any dirt that would cause it to overheat or anything like that. Like I'm glad I took the shroud off and I could see that I had those two nests in here. I need to look for another one just in case, maybe in like a nook or cranny or something. Trying to be careful not to touch the insides too much. Like I'm not even gonna, like this cable here, like I don't really want to touch that because now we're touching the power and everything. So I don't want to get into touching that and disconnecting a cable, maybe push it in, but I don't want to pull on it at all. It's a freaking marvelous machine though. Freaking marvelous, man. I almost want to buy another one just to have like an extra. Like, this is so dope to me. All right. Okay. So yeah, let's move this thing to the side and then we'll move on, get the shroud, and I will take myself to bed. Where's that chisel? I think I put it away. Okay. Oh my God, that is so heavy. It's like, if they say 70 pounds, but that feels more like 60. I don't say I'm like super strong or nothing, but I haven't worked out in forever. You could tell, but I mean, I haven't. It ain't light. It ain't heavy though. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Get the tools away. All right. So now we can get to the shroud, which is just as big. Yeah, just as big for sure. All right. So what we'll do with this one is just get to it. Okay. All right, that's really it. I can go a little bit deeper here, but this will make no difference. Yeah, it'll make no difference. Too thin anyway. Too pointy. Yeah. Anyways. All right. Spray a little goop gun in a Yukon. Just playing this out. Oh, damn! That's a heavy smell. Oh. Maybe I should have sprayed it on here. Remove the stickers. Continues to spray more. All right, let that sit for a little bit. What can I do though? All right. Thank you for the 2 viewers. Appreciate y'all. This is boring, but I like it. It's pretty cool. But I guess the next thing is I'm gonna let this goo gone soak. But the next thing I want to do, in terms of getting tools, will be getting a chop saw in here. Main thing, maybe this weekend we'll see what the money looks like if I'm willing to spend it. Like the money's, it's always like, hey, the money's there, but it's not there for that. But if I'm willing to spend money, I'll get what's it called? I'll go out and get the electrical cable and run that. That I won't stream because that's just gonna be too hard with freaking camera angles and stuff. Or maybe I will. Maybe I get like a wide angle camera angle, something like that. It's a lot of work, a lot of up and down on a ladder. I already don't want to do that shit. You know what? I think I'll get one of my nephews to do it. Have them do that crap. Just guide them through it, or at least get help. Okay, so that didn't do much by soaking. All right, let's get the top. At this point, it's just making the machine presentable. Depending on how I feel, I'll run over to my wood workshop and get a what's it called? Get the air compressor nozzle. I can't wait to like start burning some rods with this thing, man, because oh man, it was so buttery smooth the other day or earlier this morning when I was testing it. I freaking loved it. Definitely worth the drive, in and out transaction. That's another thing with like Facebook Marketplace. Like there's so much, it's like a cornucopia of possibilities, but like there's so much in terms of, it's so much in terms of possibilities, in terms of what you can do, like, or what you can get, right? Like, this U.S. General cart it retails for $279.99. Get it today on Facebook Marketplace for $170. So they got new ones. This is pretty much new. I mean, I made some modifications. That's another thing about getting used stuff. You don't feel too bad about making modifications to it. Like I got this cart here. It's gonna come into view. Yeah, maybe. I got this cart here, which is the smaller one drawer cart, and I instantly put holes in it the first night to put hooks on it. So these hooks here. So it's like instantly put these hooks on there. These are great because then I can hang my welding helmet, goggles or anything else. Get to it. But I bought that at retail when I could have got it on Facebook Marketplace for like little to nothing for people that are moving or just trying to get rid of some tools. Especially these trailers, you can find a lot on there. It's kind of like somewhat of a gold mine, right? And it's kind of like I don't know, a little bit nicer Craigslist, so to speak. You just got to also know how to search to get exactly what you want, because sometimes, if you say, hey, I'm searching for something of a certain price, or you're looking for the lowest price, you may not get it because you're looking for a building under $1,000 or something, and which you can get like a shed or something like that, as long as you can transport it. The biggest thing is transportation on these things, but you can get things really cheap, and you can almost just wait it out and then contact the person and say, hey, listen, I really like this. I see that it's been on for 9 weeks, 6 weeks, a couple months, or whatever. Sometimes you don't need to go through all that, but they're already getting bombarded by people hitting them up, not coming through, not showing up on time. So if you say, hey, listen, I'm ready to get this, I'll come tonight, come tomorrow, let's schedule a time, show that you're serious, just like with anything, or just about anything. If you show that you're serious and you're really interested, then it's people will make it easy for you to like, hey man, like just make it an in and out transaction, not too much, leaning on them for their type of for anything that they have to provide, and you make it easy for them. Oh my goodness. I mean, they'll give you just about anything. They'll help you out. They'll almost be like, hey, you don't have to leave right now, because they're used to people talking to them, trying to haggle prices and everything else like that. If you're getting a unit like this, I'm not going to resell it. I'm going to use it. I tested it out. I saw the beads that he laid down. I saw the rods that he was using. Like they got, you got your smaller rods. So these are 3/32 rods, right? These here. This is a 3/32 rod. Not too big, pretty thin, small amount of metal, got some flux around it. This is a 1/8 rod, right? So this 1/8 rod is a little bit thicker. This dude had a 5/32 rod that looked like a damn cattail. So if you look at these, oh, okay, my camera's not doing any justice. Okay, there we go. The 5/32 rod was damn near double this rod here. This rod, oh shoot, this right here. Like it was like huge. And this machine is able to burn through that rod. And you don't realize how much heat it takes to burn through these rods until you have to like use it and you have to burn through it. You have to have the right equipment to burn through it. So, and those are the smaller rods. Those are the smaller common rods. A 7118 or a 7018 means 70 means 70 pounds per square inch of weld material coming from that will hold, 1 square inch of weld material coming from that rod will hold up to 70 pounds, right? So you're laying a lot of that stuff on there. And then the 1 means you can do it in any position. So you can be vertical, you can be vertical, or you can be horizontal, vertical, so on and so forth. You just got to watch out for your weld puddles. Some of them really, even though it says you can weld in any position, you still shouldn't weld downhill or uphill, or you should weld uphill if anything. But, anyways, you can really get into it and really start to see that, this equipment, you're going to need the power for it. You're going to need other things in terms of like welding tables, grinders, so on and so forth. And you can get so much off of just Facebook Marketplace. I mean, again, I got this for $170. This is freaking brand new. Like, I didn't do anything to it. The only thing I would like to do, or I didn't do anything major to it, put these things on the side to hold hammers. This on the other side to hold grinders. These grinders, I traded a guy some computer service for. And then I bought the other one for like $25. But then now I don't have to switch out grinding pads every 2 seconds. So I have pretty much 3 grinders on this cart. Got this grinder here, which is pretty nice. Put an extension on it so I can get to those like out of the way pieces. So like you get these carts, man, you start using them, filling them up with tools, and it works out great because you can find a really good deal on Facebook Marketplace and start whatever business you want for the most part, right? But you do have to have some domain knowledge, and honestly, there are some times you can get scammed or screwed. So for this one, I was able to test it on site. Something like this, I would definitely have you test it on site or tell you to test it on site. But yeah, it's definitely a good find, good buy. So this is all shined up, all clean. The next thing is I need to get power so I can run this in my building. I do have 100 amp service running to this building that I ran myself, and I just have to extend it. I think it's going to be about 85 feet to get over here because of the ups and downs. This is a 75-foot building, but the section that I'm in, I have it sectioned off as 30 by 30 foot on one section, and then a separator wall. And then this section is 30 by 45 feet. So yeah, a lot of space. In fact, I guess I can just kind of show how it looks. So yeah, so that's the back side of it all the way down there. And then on this side or behind the camera is where I park my truck and my trailers and stuff like that. And that's what you see on some of the other streams. But yeah, this is a really good deal so far from what I've seen, and I am very impressed with it. Got to get the blower and stuff like that. So I'll probably do that off camera, but I am going to end it for the night. And then also call the person that will judge me and criticize me about my stream, what I'm doing. She's already texted me saying that I'm cute, talking to myself. Thank you for the 2 viewers. She's probably one of them. I'm probably the other one. I think I probably still have it up on my phone. So thank you to you guys, me. Appreciate you. Join for more of this. I'll get this better with the camera situation, test it out more, get the sound working through this DJI mic and get that working properly. And hopefully get some more angles, tighter angles. I've already got some criticism, which I think are constructive criticism. Like I'm making jokes here, but very constructive criticism. Definitely going to help me make this better, and hopefully I can do this more. Take it seriously. All right. That being said, peace.